For thousands of years, ceremony was always an exciting time for Yidinyji, Gungganyji and surrounding tribes of the Cairns region. It's a time of trading all sorts of items like spears, dilly bags, woomeras, shields, but it's also for sharing song and dance as a way of telling stories and ensuring that that information is passed down, a transmission of knowledge. The story shared through song and dance by the Gungganyji this night sent panic through the onlooking coastal tribes and their neighbours. The story of white man, Gungganyji, believed to be spirits of their ancestors. There was growing concern of a raiding party from the southern neighbours, so a young warrior, wouldnt, was stationed at Wouldnt Lookout. On top of the coastal mountain Captain Cook was to call Cape Grafton. It was early in the morning and the sun was just rising over the eastern waters that Wouldnt spied something strange off the coast to the south. What were those foreigners up to, he asked himself, and chuckled at their foolishness in allowing themselves to be seen so early. However, the craft did look far too large for a canoe, so what was it? Wouldnt watched the craft move up the coast with growing disbelief and anxiety. Was it a Gungganyji, a devil craft from the outside? He quickly stoked the coals of his small fire and placed leaves on it to generate smoke, in order to signal the village inland near Badabadu and to alert other villages and camps that something was amiss on the waters off the coast. Wouldnt could see clearly that as the ship sailed between King Beach and Fitzroy Island, that this Gungganyji was manned by spirits of the dead, Gungganyji, white men. Close by is the most important Yillimaka story water. Any attempt to land and obtain water from this site would be a sacrilegious act. A Gungganyji elder, Gurrabal, whose traditional lands encompass the area of Bulbaroo, had been down on the beach fixing his outrigger canoe when he noticed Wurrabul's smoke signal. Gurrabal moved quickly back to Bulbaroo village and instructed the women and children to move to the safety of the hills behind Mother's Point. Then Gurrabal and the young men grabbed their spears and made for Girriga to prepare for what was to come. From their hidden vantage point at Girriga, Gurrabal and his younger brothers observed two smaller craft set off from the anchored vessel. One of them had a similar white shell to the larger canoe, while the other was paddled in a very peculiar way. The Gungganyji in these canoes appeared to be wearing different layers of coloured skin. The rowing canoe came close to Girriga, where in Bullaroo story time, the ancestors cut up turtle on the rocks, and cut so vigorously that they cut the rocks, the gashes remaining to this day. Several Gungganyji jumped and clambered ashore over the boulders and proceeded to collect plants. The unusual thing is they were not collecting mahi plants that could be eaten, and they appeared to be looking for water, but obviously were ignorant of the land of the Gungganyji and did not know what everyone else knew, where Bana was readily available. Then incredibly the Gungganyji got back into their peculiar canoes and just as the sun was setting, returned off to their larger vessel. Gurrabal and his brothers were astounded. What were the spirits of the dead doing? If they were relatives from the outside, why had they come? Didn't they know where we were? And if so, why hadn't they visited the camp to speak with their own people? Later that afternoon, men, women and children sat around the fire talking about the events of the day. Long after people had sought the refuge of bed, Gurrabal was awakened by one of the scouts. The big canoe was gone. In the depths of the night, the spirits of the dead had disappeared as unexpectedly as they had arrived. They had headed north.
So what are we chasing today, mate?
We'll just hopefully get a few birds.
Yeah?
Wally.
Everyone, this is Francis. Francis, everyone on YouTube.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, so we're on Gungganyji country?
Gungganyji.
Yeah? Gungganyji.
And this is joint claim Yidinyji.
Okay. So everyone, this is Josh and all the lads. What are we doing today, boys?
Hunting.
Going hunting? What are we after, mate?
Bullock,
Yeah?
which is like a wampu pigeon. Pig.
Oh, I thought you were saying bullock before, like we're actually looking for scrub bulls.
No, we're not going to shoot a scrub bull with a 22. No, Bullock. So that's
Okay.
like a wampu dove.
Okay.
And then we'll go for pig, if the dog take off after pig. And we might even get some jungle perch in.
Okay. So we're on the bottom of the range in here, hey? Like we're not far higher than sea level, so there's,
Nah.
with all these freshwater streams could have a crocodile up in it.
Yeah, it could. That one we just drive through they've seen one in there before.
Yeah, okay.
It's just, you see.
Oh, the
this
very
one.
top tree.
Yeah, you see all those little
Yeah,
fruits
yeah.
on there. Yeah, that's the bigger size one.
So you got hairy condom and you got this one here.
And you can eat the big ones too?
Yeah, yeah. Often when they're in season, you'll see all them pigeon and that hanging around it.
Okay.
They'll sit on there and you'll have, when you shoot them, their throats and gullets will be full of them, of different sort of seed and that.
And that's why they're so tasty, eh? Because that's what they're feeding
They're
on.
just feeding on fruit all the time. So if I walk on country, I have to identify myself and call out in language. So you sing out Dungy Dungy Buddy Buddy, which is old lady, old man. Now I've got onion to Bulma, so I'm coming to your home. And you introduce yourself, who your parents are. Gungganyji, Yidinyji and Gungganyji. So my mum's Choiki, Gungganyji woman, and my father's a Yidinyji man.
So that's it, let the old people know that
They're coming this way.
Yeah, okay.
And you sing out Yindawawa Garan. So you know, you come and look. And if we're sitting down or fishing, you ask them to watch you, or you sit down, Yinan, sitting down. And when him do that, when I first move, he make sure him rub his sweat all over me, so that the people know my smell. So when I first moved here, I was a foreigner. So him rub his sweat on me so that they know my smell, or his smell.
Okay.
Eric one, I would call it.
So that's what the cassowary are after? Is that what they eat?
Yeah, you get all different animal after these.
Oh, and the pigeon too?
Yeah. So, you know those other quandongs? Those
bit larger.
The big ones, yeah.
Bigger one? Yeah. That's a smaller version of one.
Can you eat them?
Yeah, you can eat it.
Any good?
Yeah, it should be right. I reckon it's still a little bit green though.
Yeah, you want them blue, eh?
Yeah.
That's sweet. Oh, a blue one, eh? Give us that. You like them?
Yeah.
We've got the normal quandong and this one here, the air quandong we call it now.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. Back in the old days, all this country through here, when it was, I'll get this eventually. Gungganyji. When it was just Gungganyji, would there be separate clans camped all the way along this?
Yeah, you had them
stretch?
two clans, Gurubana and Gurugulu. But then you also had the mob, the Yidinyji mob who came over through Pine Creek.
Yeah.
So they used to share this country at Barabadu, Yidinyji and Gungganyji.
From roughly when did they start sharing it?
I don't know, there's a condom.
Like from when? Oh yeah, there's a big one there. That's the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bigger one than that.
I don't reckon that's as sweet as the little ones.
Nah.
Little ones are better.
You'll get some of those big ones, they're good, eh?
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so was that since what, fellow?
Well, before them, so there's an old story about a fight that took place and the Yidinyji and Gungganyji fought together against another tribe.
Okay.
And from then on, they put a spear in the ground and said, "You're welcome." And so they've been sharing this country ever since.
So Josh, chasing pigeon, what are you looking for? Are you listening for them?
Well, they're blending with the trees too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nearly same colour like all the branches, green.
And is there a certain tree, like is it the quandong that you're looking for?
No, we call it it's a different fruit beside that.
That one there?
That's hairy, look.
They call it
Oh yeah.
they call it a China pine.
A China pine.
Yeah.
Can you eat that one?
Nah.
No. Oh, you've got to be careful. That looks like a quandong.
It's like a little black fruit. Nah, that one there, yeah, that one's
Oh,
a
okay.
quandong, that
Okay.
one. Yeah, but
Oh, the one that these pigeons are sitting in and eating.
yeah.
And they blend in, hey, with the tree.
Yeah, they're blending real good.
So we're walking out here, we're looking for the pigeon. And there's what, 4 or 5 dogs with us?
Yeah, 3 dogs.
3 dogs. So
Yeah.
if the dogs take off, it's pig, you're after pig. If you see pigeon, you're eating pigeon.
Yeah.
It's kind of whatever you get.
If dogs take off, it could be a cassowary, yeah, maybe.
True.
Yeah. Or some sort of
It's
other animal.
pretty thick scrub to run through, eh? Like running after the dogs.
Yeah. Wait there, buddy. Go back.
Shush.
Buddy.
Shot, mate.
They got one.
What'd you get? What's in there?
Porcupine.
That's a little one.
I'm keeping him.
Eh?
Them dog biting him. Yeah, no, he's still alive a bit.
The dog's got him, eh?
I'm keeping him. They're trying to.
They good, are they?
Yeah.
You like them?
One now we after.
Look at the colours on him.
Yeah, put him.
Them one.
Yeah. Look at that shot straight in the chest.
Kill him now.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Knock him out. Hey, buddy, Karen, grab his leg here. Come on, in my hand, buddy.
Plenty of pig sign through here too, eh?
One will kill for a day.
So would you guy?
Would you go?
I'm gonna climb up and get that. Now we'll cut this one here, look.
Was it a spear rod?
Yeah.
What's on?
Oh, I see.
Put this on the camera.
You can straighten them up and they go raw.
Yeah, that's all.
Nice and good.
That's a good one. It's pretty straight already, eh? Can I see that?
What about this one? What do you reckon up there, look? That one looks dead straight. You're gonna cut that big one down and get that so good one up there, look. That one.
You should be climbing up there, young fella.
Cut. It needs a knife.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look how fast he's climbing.
So what, you'll strip this off?
Yeah, yeah. He likes to leave them on, but I'll strip them off.
Yeah. And then what do you use? Like obviously these days you'll use a bit of metal rod or something as a spear tip, but what will you bind it on with?
Twine usually, and then we use a bit of therapy.
What's the therapy?
Like the putters, plumber's putty.
Oh, okay.
I got some on there.
Do you know what traditionally would be used? Like up north?
Chuku.
Chuku.
So there's a tree that you cut and you use the sap, and they combine it with a charcoal and with a animal fat.
Okay.
And they use that. They use a chuku.
Is that a rainforest tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a cast, even though we've probably ruined it now. We're all standing over it.
Ooh, something on the tail.
Probably yanked yet.
It's little.
Yeah, that's a shot. Usually only get one shot.
So the boys are chasing jungle perch, and
That was a little break.
jungle perch are only found on the east coast up here at Cape York. They go down further, well, we're not in Cape York, we're at the base of Cape York, but they do go a bit further south. But I've said this before, that they're like a sign of a very healthy ecosystem, because they used to go right down the east coast and they don't anymore because of obviously, you know, agriculture and cattle country, that kind of thing. All that runoff into these beautiful systems has destroyed the systems over the years. Look at this, magnificent through here.
Big Bob. Yeah.
Where's Jock gone?
I
Back.
have looked for you
How's it? How's it cooking? Yeah.
pretty big one.
Another one.
One more here.
Very good.
Nice colour.
Yeah. So the boys have told me there's no crocodiles in here.
Nah.
Nah, but they're still playing on my mind.
Too far.
Too far in, you reckon?
Probably back down where we left the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, back down that area.
So this is the other thing we've got to watch out for, guys. This is wait a while, and it grips onto your clothes, or like the boys were saying, they don't wear the chest plates on the dogs because the dogs get so caught up in it. So this will get into your clothes and you get proper stuck, and that's why the name of it is called wait a while vine. It's in all this tropical rainforest in far north Queensland. The other thing is gimpy or like a stinging nettle. Do you see much of that stinging nettle up here?
Yeah, you got them around here.
That's horrible stuff. The nettle, like the hairs on the leaf, will get into the pores in your skin. Hey?
All those little fine skinny hairs.
Yeah, horrible stuff. So if you get a pig in here, you dress it out up here, or gut it,
and
carry it back.
drag him back down, yeah,
Wow.
or carry him.
Wow.
Yeah, got one up here last time.
Pig.
Yeah.
And when you're hunting these birds, so you'll stop, look for the right trees and just...
Yeah, just
watch
scan
it.
around, because most of the time they feed in the morning
Okay.
and in the afternoon, the main time.
So that's when you want to hunt them.
Yeah, that's when you want to go. But during the day, around about lunchtime and that, you'll find them sitting off to the side of those fruit trees what they feed on.
Okay.
They always sit on the side of them for, they don't want those other birds going there, get all the fruits. That's why they always sit on the side of them.
Okay, keep an eye on them, hey?
Yeah. Really?
And I suppose you got to be cautious of the cassowary too, eh?
Yeah.
They'll nail the dogs.
Yeah, well, when the dogs usually find them, they just usually take off.
The cassowary take off.
Yeah, they just usually just bolt, run for their life.
Is that a good feed?
Yeah. Bush feed.
And you know, we're in here today with a rifle, dogs, but back in the old days, the old people hunting these birds, well, do you know how they did it?
Wouldn't have a clue.
No?
Probably spear. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't have a clue how they done it back in the day.
Boomerang,
Yeah, probably boomerang, yeah.
throwing sticks, that kind of thing. We've been hard, eh?
Yeah. Would have been bad for them. That's the tree now they feed on.
So you think they'll be sitting up next to it somewhere else?
Yeah, they'll be sitting up on the side. They'll be watching it from those other fruit beds. And whenever they try to land it, they'll go down some way.
That's why, no?
It's the fruit, yeah.
So we can't eat that, but
Nah.
that's what they eat.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Have a smell it up.
That's what makes them taste so good, eh? Oh, it smells good. We can't eat that. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, I love that smell. Always used to get that. Flying out, something. Oh, here he is. See? There he is.
Oh yeah, I see.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Oh, he just came out behind you or something. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Did you hit him? Oh, mate.
Oh, he's a pregnant one too.
It's a beauty. It's thick, hey? Got eggs. Oh yeah, wow.
That's in there now.
Full of eggs.
Ah, Rusty.
So that guy there that Jock just caught, we call a cherubin. What do you guys call it?
We call it Gungganyji.
Jungi. Cherubin, a big freshwater prawn, and they're absolutely delicious. My favourite thing to eat up here in Northern Australia. Yeah, I reckon all this would be full of them, these little rock crevices.
Yeah, but you come night time, eh?
Oh, you can see their eyes, hey?
No fruit there yet.
They got a fruit under it normally?
Yeah.
Look at the green ants on them there. So that's a fig. Loaded. So I've got no idea where we're going. We're apparently doing a big loop back towards where we parked a few hours ago. On the other side of the creek now. Oh, this place is just stunning, absolutely stunning. So, for me, like we're deep in the middle of bloody nowhere, but
Yeah.
I've got no idea where we are. But you guys obviously have been doing this for so long, you know this area real well, eh?
All of these little tracks that we're walking on, they all got names.
Yeah, okay.
And so all them names, like if I talk to someone who know what they're doing and I say I walk through anchor blocks or falls, through to the back of Corumba Island, they'll know exactly where I've walked.
Yeah, okay.
I guess it's also a safety thing too. So if I tell someone we're going Badabadoo for Warlick and that, if we got lost out here or we got stuck out here or something happened, our uncles would be able to know. They know which tacks we're walking on to.
Yep.
But if you watch where you're walking, you'll see. If you're looking hard for it, you won't see it. But if you just look ahead of yourself, you can see all the little bit of like up
Like this sort of thing?
bent over, yeah. Mark the track.
Like this one. All this, as we're going, these young fellas are taking all this in and learning too, hey?
Well, it's the only way that they keep this little track alive. If we don't walk this for a couple of years, you know, it grows over.
I can imagine it happened quick in here.
You walk it all the time so it doesn't grow over.
Yep.
What becomes challenging is if them dogs take off after pigs. They don't always run on the track, do they?
Yeah, that's
So
it.
you run off the track and then you've got to be able to find your way back to it.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes challenging.
You get another one?
Another one, another one. Let him get it.
Oh, look at those colours, mate.
They're beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
And they're fruit, they don't straight through. Flowing.
Dead straight up. I can't wait to see their flesh. When you say yellow, you mean their flesh is really yellow.
Yeah. Like if they're fat, you see all that, see how that's all yellow there?
Yeah.
So that's all that, if they're bony, they're all like a see-through sort of skin transparent. So this yellow means that they're all nice and fat.
They've been eating well.
They've been eating well, and that's all the lovely flavour.
Can't wait to try these things tonight, mate.
Yeah. You can see them there? Yeah, see that bit of green there?
Yep.
Manda, buddy.
Stuck on a leaf.
Nah. Stuck. Come on, up there. Stand up, one more there.
Good shot, mate.
That's it.
Buddy.
That's stuck.
Two of them stuck in the same bloody spot.
Yeah, I want to play.
Oh, that's that tree there.
Yep, and drop.
No, I'm saying if it
No,
already hasn't.
Yeah, no, it's still in there.
I have to come.
Huh?
Another one's still there somewhere. He's missing his feet. Tuck him right up.
Oh, I made his foot off.
No, him tuck him up. Him stone him in bed. Fresh. Huh? Track you.
Oh yeah. Pig track.
This morning. Yes.
No, hit it.
Got him.
Good job.
Guinea bear. Another one in there. Dog shakes might be getting to it.
Oh, hey, look at that big bend in there.
Yeah, and or you can go all the way up, catch more.
So this is blue.
Any crocodile in here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's maybe, I don't know.
Cut him off, eh?
That wasn't a very promising answer. Ooh. You got him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yankee or eel. Big perch. It's a big dog.
So it's jungle perch, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty sought after fish up here. They're beautiful.
It's a small one for this creek, usually they get a bit bigger.
What'd you say you got? 30 over 30 somewhere?
Yeah, not this creek, but there's another creek that I got 30 over 30.
That's a good effort.
So 30 fish over 30 centimetres. Yeah. I don't think there's any crocodiles.
You reckon they like it? Are you coming out past the tree or?
Yep.
Look at that.
What is that?
Jungle perch.
Look at it coming. He's got hit or something.
Yeah, he's just been smacked up by something.
Decent size.
Sorry, mate. Thanks for bringing me in here, mate.
No worries.
Boys, thanks for walking us all the way in here. Little jungle perch. It's like a prized sport fish, eh, for fly fishermen and light tackle fishermen. Guys like you just got him in your backyard. Yeah, he's been tagged by something.
There's some sort of growth on him, eh?
Yeah, he's got like a wound in there. But yeah.
I don't know if it's something's grabbed him over
It
the
looks
top.
like something's grabbed him.
Yeah.
You said there's no crocodiles in here, but
He might be.
the little fella. He was aggressive though.
Yeah, he came right out from him.
Yeah.
No, you won't go for the same thing twice.
Going to log, eh?
Straight underneath. We'll keep going up. Look. Stand there, Cliffy, and cast. Ready, ready?
Oh, he's got him feeling dry.
What is it?
There he is. Wait. There.
Oh.
It's a good size one.
Oh, he's a big fella.
Oh, that's amazing size.
Oh man, he's bigger than mine.
Now bring him, walk him back here, look.
That's big.
That's a lovely
I'm
size.
taking him.
Good job. He's a fat little one, that one. Good job, mate. Good job. You gonna let him go or are you gonna keep him?
I'm keeping him.
Yeah?
Roast him on a fire. Oh dear, use the pliers there. What to?
Can I have one more?
No, you have a go down there.
Oh, you
They turn to go.
yeah, that. I'm here. Let's put it in one from the water. I'm here. This is the lemon.
Yeah.
Man of water.
Oof. Nothing like top water GP. Top water jungle perch. See if you can get it right up, half up.
There. Got him. Big one. Big one. We love it. Going over that love. Yeah, I'm not going to
Oh.
it's a little lovely. That's a tiny. It's a tiny little fighter. Hey, buddy, all me one. Perfect size. Oh, yeah, I'm all in one of them. Like perfect to eat. All what's that?
Look at that. I could do this all day, mate. It's so much fun.
No, this might be on you.
That's a big car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
Ah, you pulled it.
Let's go.
Still coming for it, still coming for it. No,
You reckon they like it fast or slow
Yeah.
or cool?
just a constant retreat.
He's
He's massive.
He's big.
If he didn't muck it up, pass it. He's a
Clifton, that was a big one, mate.
If he didn't stuff up your lure, you'd have been right.
Reckon that would
Yeah,
have
Josh will
been
get it.
like just a big bit bigger than this.
Yeah, I reckon.
Or maybe the same size.
You might have, that would have been the big one in that pool.
He followed it right out over the log here.
That was a big fish.
So Josh is saying that they spook really easy, these JPs, so you know, you get a couple of casts at a hole and then you got to move on. If they see you, or if you see them, they've seen you and they're not going to bite. So Clifton just ruined the fish of the day.
I've got a scale and that's about it.
I'm getting scared.
It looks like a big one, eh?
He was massive.
Got him. Little one.
Smallest one of the day.
Surely.
Yep.
Crazy.
He's on.
He's only tiny, but...
Quick. Tiny one. Really tiny.
Don't walk too far, boys.
That's the tiniest one of the day.
Smallest one of the day.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you're gonna have a nice fish.
It's amazing, eh? It's so shallow, like 100 mil of water.
No, definitely. They'll sit in 100 mil of water any day.
And they just blend in too, like they're camouflage.
Yeah. So long as that water's flowing nicely, they'll be right.
Who's still got that fish? Who's got that fish? I got him. You cooked it all up, eh?
We got more than enough.
Yeah, we got plenty.
That's the jungle perch, eh, boys? No salt. Is it good?
Bubbly.
Lovely, eh?
Not taste, mister?
Yeah, look at that flesh. Yeah, I've never eaten perch, so I've got to have some.
Give him somebody.
Looks like the mangrove jack. Probably tastes just like it.
Yeah.
Give me that one.
Okay, mister, you know.
Oh, I'll get a sec. That's good.
What you putting it on YouTube, mister?
Yeah.
When?
Hey,
Oh, when? I don't know.
you wanna go?
In the water. Quick water.
Oh, all plucked. Yeah, you can see the yellow, hey?
Yeah, that's all the lovely fat. All that yellow is all the fat. It's lovely.
Quick, you blocking.
Should have one of the fruit here. Ready?
I thought I saw two coming out of the mouth.
Ready? Condom, probably.
Yeah, it looks like one, eh? Purple, blue.
Yes, bugger.
Oh, Jesus. They're big, huh? Far out.
And swallow him.
So they don't break them down, they just...
No. You find some with like you know, might be 5, 6,
Yeah,
10 down their throat.
You'll find a couple of them there.
Like, and when they eat them, what that water cherry or what?
Yeah, water cherry.
When they eat them water cherry, they're like there'll be like 30, 40 to 60 of them, like all like the little small ones down their throat.
So we'll head back to your place.
To pick up the cars, Dave's car.
And then go have a cook up.
Go cook up some bird. There. Here, right above you. Look. It's right above you on that tree there, trying to find. Looking for his grandfather, Papa Bishop, the house I'm saying.
Yeah.
His mother and father were brought down and changed from up past Laura and Auckland country.
So this is all feral pigs, eh?
Yeah.
Make a bloody mess. Big wallow there. Auckland country, that's west of Laura, yeah?
Yeah, northwest.
So for all you guys watching and listening, if you don't understand the real history of Australia in the colonisation period, which varies, you know, depending on where you are in Australia, the time period can vary, but up here, you know, things like the gold rush, the Palm River gold rush, things like that, when white fellas were coming in, the indigenous tribes were seen as a, you know, like a savage pest. They were just in the way, and it was a brutal time where they were either killed, culled, you know, or like me and Josh were just saying, the best case scenario was where they would be taken, which isn't a good scenario, it's a horrible scenario, but literally the best case was they were taken to a mission, and it'd be a long way away from home, and a lot of the time they'd be split up from siblings too, so parents might be killed, and you know, children, say a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old would be split up and taken to a place like Yarrabah, the mission at Yarrabah, where these boys are from, or out to Palm Island, right down the coast of Cherbourg. There's missions all over Australia, and that's where places like Yarrabah, I mean, there was a tribe here originally, but like we were saying this morning, Josh, people who were brought here back in those days were then welcomed in, yeah, by the...
Yeah, the whole community people said if you're brought here, if you're born here or brought here, you're from here, so they welcome them in, and they understood. But then you could be sent from here to other places. So if
like Cherbourg or something.
Yeah, if you got a girlfriend, you didn't want to, like if you were sleeping with someone and got them pregnant out of wedlock, or had a girlfriend, you could be sent to Cherbourg, Palm Island, Warrabinda, any of those communities. If you, a famous one is my father-in-law's father, old man Bill Creed. Old man Bill Creed, him and a bunch of others were petitioning for workers' rights because they were being paid in rations. So they were petitioning for workers' rights, and they basically formed a strike. I think it was in 1952. And the leaders, rather than pay the workers equal pay, because basically their pay would be paid as rations to the community. So rather than do that, they rounded up all the ringleaders and they sent them all to different communities.
So separated
them all up, separated from their families. So my father-in-law was lucky in the fact that they deemed that my father-in-law's father was lucky that he was deemed as able to live like at Bessie Point, so he was sent over there, and that's where he built the house.
Okay.
So I got my brother-in-law that lives in a house that he built over at Bessie Point.
Wow.
That's where we used to stay. And he's been recognised as in Yarrabah as someone who's fought for workers' rights. It was in the 50s and 60s. They were still running a sanitary cart. So they still have a sanitary cart coming around every morning picking up all the guna and that.
Oh, jeez.
So there was the conditions. The mission was supposed to be taking care of everyone, but their opinion, they've been quoted in the reflections booklet and other places where they basically said meal and molasses was good for the convicts and it's good enough for the Aboriginal people, and that's what they were quoted as saying. So their view of feeding and caring for the people that lived here was very low. They said if it was good enough for the convicts, it's good enough for them.
Yeah.
They treated them like prisoners. And there's direct quotes and letters sent that say that.
You guys have kind of got the best of both worlds here. We were just saying with like when the weather's like this, windy, southeast wind, raining, that kind of thing, you come in the rainforest.
Yeah.
You chase jungle perch and birds, and then when it's glassy, you're out the front.
We can go out and chase turtle, crayfish,
Dugong.
It works.
And then all the reef fish and...
Yeah, and them reef just there.
So you guys are diving for crayfish here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it really is an abundance, hey, with the rainforest right to the ocean, right to the shore.
Oh! Dropped him and jumped.
Yeah, you jumped it, eh?
Yeah.
Dropped it.
That's about like him just sliding in for me. Maybe him try to get a frap from me or anything.
What a one in my bag.
What an amazing day, hey guys. I hope that gave you a bit of an insight into this area, these people, this tribe, you know, the way of life they have here in Northern Australia. And then hopefully tonight I can still do a bit of filming when we go back for this cook-up. 2 crab. What do you reckon, mate? You keen for a cook-up tonight?
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry too, eh?
Yeah. Because I just late for water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I reckon there'll be some big barramundi in here too. It looks good over there in that corner where you can see the water moving.
Because when we was over there, because there was a thing all the water and because we was gonna go across.
Oh yeah?
Me and Papa Ash and Uncle Doctor.
You walk across, eh?
Yeah.
On low tide?
But we didn't because one horse was swimming across the creek.
Really?
Yeah, a baby one.
Wow.
And a crocodile started coming. And they made it to shore.
Borlick, eh?
I think it's named that for imitating the sound place.
Ah, of course. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. What a feed. We're gonna have a feast tonight. So explain to us, mate, what you're putting in there too. Because you said you keep it pretty simple.
You gotta keep it simple. It's got its own gamey flavour. So you gotta put in you just put in onion, potato, water, salt and pepper.
And that's it.
That's it.
And all the flavour comes from that.
And you just and all the flavour comes from this. I like to fry the meat off first. And it sort of brings the oils out of it and it flavours the broth a lot more. But everyone doesn't do that, just to some of us. You don't have to do this, but I like to get all the little pin fella off.
Yeah.
It's a bit nicer when you're munching down on it. Basically, you're just chopping it up into little bits so that it can go around to everyone. We've got plenty though, so. A little drumstick.
Yum.
Kentucky Fried Drumstick.
Yeah. What did I miss? Oh, you're cooking the JP. Nice. What have you done? Just sliced it, bit of salt and pepper. Very good. And the broth. That's it, eh?
What's going on here?
Low and slow.
Low and slow. Here, Clifton, how come you pull this thing out?
What? I never pulled that out.
What is it?
But I like boiling it down and then it comes back up and boil it down. That all the flavour comes in and it boils down. Hey.
So what do you mean boil it down? Then what do you mean bring it back up? You put more in there.
Yeah, you put more water in there and boil it back down. And like I say, the process of it boiling down, it just thickens that broth up. Like that.
Don't record me.
Where's the best place yet?
Record him.
Where's your favourite place to go? I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a trout there too.
But Jim get a trout.
So what do we got here, guys? Who's going to walk me through it? One of you fellas?
Scone.
Oh, these are scone, eh?
Yeah.
Did you make these?
Yeah.
Nice. Rice and damper, and this is what, your dad's damper?
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you guys. Thanks for taking me out today in country. Taking me hunting and then cooking us dinner. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm excited for tomorrow. Thanks to you young fellas for coming out too. No whinging today.
No, not a single bit of whinging.
No, you guys love it. This is great, looks amazing.
You don't need any.
What are we watching, fellas? Hey, wild rangers! Can you see us?
That's one there,